welcome back to another live session from Redfox Security. In this live session, I'm going to talking about a platform called CloudFoxable, which hosts AWS challenges, which you can practice to upskill your AWS pen testing skills. My name is Shashi, and I am a senior security consultant at Redfox Security. At Redfox Security, we provide end-to-end penetration testing solutions across various domains of cybersecurity, be it web application testing, mobile testing, or internal and external testing, or hardware testing. You name a domain, we have it covered. Apart from providing penetration testing solutions, we also provide courses and boot camps. If you are interested in that, do check out our academy website, which is hosted at academy.redfoxsec.com. Yeah, so I think we can dive into this live session. So let me just go directly into it. Yeah, as you can see on my screen that I'm going to be talking about a platform called CloudFoxable. So what is CloudFoxable first, right? So CloudFoxable is a gamified cloud hacking sandbox on which you can practice your cloud hacking skills. Let's learn more about it. So it is again, yeah, it is developed by Bishop Fox, as you can see, and yeah, so let's go through the description of the CloudFoxable. So CloudFoxable is an intentionally vulnerable AWS environment created specifically to teach the art of AWS cloud penetration testing. It also uses CloudFox as the tool to test it, but I generally don't like automated tools. So in the upcoming sessions, when I'm going to go through practicals, instead of CloudFox, I am going to be using AWS CLI, which is the manual way of testing AWS penetration testing AWS services. Yeah, so CloudFoxable is like CloudGoat and Floss.cloud. These are another cloud hacking platforms where you can these are GitHub repositories which have cloud hacking challenges. So, but why I chose CloudFoxable to teach AWS hacking? Because CloudFoxable is more stable than CloudGoat. I think a few years back I worked on this CloudGoat. At that time I find some configuration issues there. So that's why I am using CloudFoxable, because it's more stable as of now. Yeah, I think you now have an understanding about CloudFoxable. So let me just go directly into the platform. Yeah, so this is the dashboard. So they have used this CTFD to host their challenges, and I think it's more challenging if they have made it more challenging by adding this CTFD so that you can track your progress with other users as well. So this tab you can use see the users. Here you can see the scoreboard, and here these are the challenges. So in this live session, I am going to go over this first challenge, which is the first flag. In this challenge, it's more about setting up the CloudFoxable, setting up your AWS account, and how you can get started and then get to the first flag. As you can see, there are already 297 solves as well. So it's a popular platform. So how you can get started? So first of all, you have to register on this CloudFoxable platform. So it's pretty simple, just username, email and password. I have already set up an account, so I am just going to use that. So I am switching to this login window. The name of the user is Redfox, and let me enter my password. I don't want to save it, so don't save. Yeah, as you can see, I am logged in. So yeah, so I am logged into their platform. Again, let me switch back to the challenges. Okay, let's head over the first flag, the first challenge, which is the name is first flag and it's of 50 points. Let's go through the overview. As you can see, these are some of this is the name of the author, and it is also giving you the starting one, which is the GitHub repo, which is hosting this CloudFoxable environment, or you can say the challenges. Again, yeah. So CloudFoxable is a Terraform code. So basically, in this repository, they have given us Terraform script. So what is a Terraform first? So Terraform is a open source tool which we can use to automate the infrastructure building. So it's a infrastructure as a code service. So that's what Terraform is. If you are not aware about Terraform, you can always Google it and learn more about it. So it's a awesome tool which helps automate stuff in different cloud environments. Okay. So yeah, in order to hack against CloudFoxable, you will have to create a new AWS account, or you can use your existing one. So in this demo, I am not going, in this live session, I am not going to show you how you can create a AWS account. It's pretty simple, and there are also many videos out there where you can get started and create a AWS account. I think you require a credit card for it. So yeah, so you have to have a credit card so that you can create an account on AWS. Okay, so let's go through the setup instructions. As you can see, the first step is to select or create an AWS account. Here is the warning, is that do not use an account that has any production resources or sensitive data. Again, these challenges are vulnerable by nature, and if you are going to deploy these challenges in your production environment, the production environment will become vulnerable, and you are going to get hacked very easily because you are intentionally making the environment vulnerable. So that's why you can use your test account, yeah, you can use a test account instead of a production account. Okay, so that's the first step. And how to create an AWS account, I think you can just search it. As I said, there are many videos out there, you can use that as well. So yeah, how to create AWS account, you can, I think, follow this blog. And yeah, so these are the steps that you can follow to create a AWS account. I already have my AWS account created, so I will just directly sign in. Okay, so why it did not ask me for credentials? Because I have already logged in and it's using that session only. So that's the AWS console dashboard. So this, if you see, these are the services that I have recently visited, and there are few more details as well. Okay, so I think first step is completed here. You basically create an AWS account or select an AWS account. So I have already selected a AWS account here. Okay, now let's go to the second step, which is create a non-root user with administrative access, which we are going to use when we are running the Terraform scripts. Okay, so let me switch over to the console and search for IAM service, which is identity and access management service of AWS. So let me just open this service. Okay, and create a non-root user with admin. Okay, so let me just create a non-root user. So generally, when you sign up, you are going to get a root user, but we don't prefer a root user to perform our daily operation. Instead, we use a normal user and then elevate that user to the administrative permissions, and then we can use that account for other operations. So yeah, it's a good practice to avoid using root user. So that's what we are going to do here. I think we are going to create a non-root user with administrative access. Okay, so let's do that. So you can, on my left hand side, you can go to users, create user, name of the user, let me write Redfox admin, and then click next. I think you can add a user to a group, or you can copy some permissions, or you can attach policies directly as well. As you can see, it is saying that create a non-root user with administrative access. So how you can create a administrative access policy? I think it's already created. AWS already has pre-created it. So we can just go to attach policies directly and select this administrative access policy. So this is the IAM policy, which is administrative access. And if I just plus here, click on here, it will see it allows every action on every resource. Okay, it means that if a user has this administrative access IAM policy set, it means that they have full access on the AWS environment. So that's it, and then you can click next. Okay, so that's the name of the user, that's the permission policy that we have attached, and then create user. Okay, as you can see, yeah, so this is my user, the Redfox admin that I just created here. So let me open it, and if you see, this user has this policy attached, which is administrator access policy. So now it means that we can use this user for running our Terraform scripts. Okay, so that's the second step is also completed. Now let's go to the third step, which is create an access key for that user. So how you can create an access key? Basically, we use access key for performing the CLI operations. So we need a access key for that. So how you can do that? I think you can go to this credential tab here. Where is that? Yeah, scroll down, access key, and create access key. Okay. So what's the purpose of this key? I think I'm going to use it for command line interface. So I'm going to select that option, and yeah, I can understand the above recommendation and want to proceed to create an access key. Yeah, so that's it. Create next. Description is like admin access key I can give, and create key. Okay. So yeah, it has given me the access key as well as secret key access. So we are going to use these keys to set up the AWS CLI. Okay. So right now I'm not going to close this window because I think I have to copy it and use it. Okay. You can also download it if you want to use it later. Again, yeah. So I think that's create an access key for that. So we have already completed this step as well. Now let's switch over to the next step, which is installing the AWS CLI. So let's do that as well. Let me open it in a new tab. The steps are pretty simple for installing AWS CLI. So yeah, I think we are using Kali Linux operating system. So we can scroll down, go to Linux, and yeah, this is how you can install it. So these are the steps. So let me just copy it and go to the console window. Yeah, I hope it's visible. Let me just increase the size. Okay, I think it's visible now. So let me paste the steps. Basically, it's downloading AWS CLI executable and installing it. Hit enter. It will take few seconds and it will try to install it. Yeah, it has already installed it. So let's confirm AWS -- version. Yeah, as you can see, we have this version of the AWS CLI installed. So yeah, that's let me go back. Yeah, so that's the step 4 that we have already completed, which is installing the AWS CLI. Okay, now comes the next part, which is configure your AWS CLI with your newly created admin users as the default profile. Okay, so now we are going to create or I would say configure AWS CLI to use the access key that we just created. So how you can do that? The steps are again pretty simple. So let me switch over to this window. What we can do? AWS configure. So first we have to provide the AWS access key ID. So okay, where is that? Let me just copy it. Okay. Okay, again, so these are very sensitive keys, so you don't expose it anywhere. So that's why what I am going to do for a few moments, I am going to blur this window where I am entering my keys, and once I have done that, then I will continue it. So let me just do that. Yeah. So what I am doing here now, I am copying my secret access key, and I can paste it. Hit enter. Now it's asking me for default region name. I can just hit enter to set it to the default region, and the output format is I can again hit enter. And yeah, I think AWS is configured now. So again, what I can do, I can just share my screen here. Yeah, so AWS is now configured. Let me go here. So yeah, configure your AWS CLI with the newly created admin user as the default profile. So we have already done that. Now our AWS CLI is configured to use the Redfox admin user. Now let's go to the next step, which is confirm your CLI is working as expected by executing this command. Okay, so we are going to use this command. Let me just so again we are going to use AWS tool, and then STS is the name of the service that we are going to use to validate it, and the command is get caller identity. hit enter. Basically in the background is querying STS APIs and then giving back the user, for which we are using the AWS CLI. We just configured that. We have just configured the AWS CLI to use the access key for the Redfox admin user. So that's working. And yeah, now that step is also completed. Now we are going to the next step, which is install the Terraform binary and add the binary location to your path. Again, as I said, Terraform is an open source tool which we can use to configure the cloud infrastructure. It's an infrastructure as a code service. So yeah, so let's do that. Steps are very simple. Again, let me go here. We are using Kali Linux system, so we have to go to this Linux section here, and you can use the commands, or you can use what you can use. You can directly download the executable binary as well. So let me do that. Okay, it's downloaded. Let me extract it as well, and let's see the contents. Yeah, there are two files. One is license.txt and the Terraform executable, which we are interested in. Now we have to copy this, add it to our path, so that we can directly use the Terraform command. So how we can do that? Copy from this downloads folder, Terraform/Terraform, and then we can copy it to the user bin directory, so that it will come in our path. So let's do that. So now it's done. Now let's verify that. Terraform --version. We can use this command to verify whether the installation was successful. As you can see, the installation is successful. So that's nice to hear, nice to see. Now let's go to the next step here, which is yeah, now we are going to clone the GitHub repo. So let me just show you guys the repo for CloudFoxable. So let me just open in a new window. So yeah, this is the repo name, which is CloudFoxable, which has all the challenges, or I would say that all the Terraform files for the challenges. So this is the GitHub repo. So let me just clone it. Yeah, that's the step number 8. So let's clone it. Git clone. Yeah. As we can see, it has successfully cloned this repository. Okay, I think we have already now we have also completed this step as well. Now what we have to do? We have to switch over to the CloudFoxable. Under the CloudFoxable, we have to switch to the AWS directory. So let's do that. Okay, let me see the files here. Okay, so these are the Terraform files that that Terraform is going to use to create the challenges, or I would say to host the challenges in the AWS environment. Okay, so that's the next step. Okay, that's the step. Again, the next step is copy this file and save. Okay, so what this step is doing, basically I think this is a backup file, so we can copy this file and give it a new name. So let's do that. So this Terraform, the TF-vars file is the file in which we are going to make changes. So this is a backup file. So let's do that as well. Okay, so that's done. And if we want to, okay, I think we can again go back to the next step, which is Terraform init. Okay, before Terraform init, let me just show you the contents of this Terraform.tf-vars file. So okay, as you can see, there are some comments which we are going to use to host the challenges. So these are the challenges, and the challenges which have this true flag enabled. It means when we run the Terraform scripts, these are the challenges that are going to be hosted. Another thing about these challenges, as you can see, Some challenges have a low cost or no cost associated with them, and there are some challenges which can increase the cost. So these are also there. I think these are the ones which has some noticeable cost associated with this. Okay. Anyway, again let me go to this CloudFoxable. Yeah. So this the step number 10 we have already completed. Now the step number 11 is Terraform init. Basically we are going to run a command called Terraform init, which initializes the Terraform scripts, as well as if there are any plugins that Terraform requires to host the environment, it will install those plugins as well. So let's do that. Make sure you are in this directory, which is CloudFoxable/AWS. So hit enter. As you can see, it's installing the HashiCorp/AWS. So that's the name of the provider it is installing, and all the plugins associated with this provider, it will install that as well. So it has successfully installed it, and it has successfully initialized it as well. Now we can use the scripts, because we have the necessary plugins that are required to run these configuration files of Terraform. Cool. Now what we can do, okay, so there is a step 12 which says that edit the terraform.tf vars file and set the AWS profile you like to use. So when we have configured the AWS CLI, we did not provided the dash profile option. So if we are not providing if we are not explicitly providing a profile, then the name of the profile that AWS CLI uses is the default profile. So name of the profile is default. So that's what we are going to use, because that profile has the administrative access associated with it. So so let me just open this file, and I think name of the file was terraform.tf vars. Yeah, as you can see, it has already set the local profile as the default, so we don't have to change it. If you are using another profile, and if you know how to do that, then you can use that profile name here. Just change the default with that profile. Okay, so it's already set to default, so we don't have to do anything here. Okay, so yeah, step number 12 is already completed. Now we have the 13th step, which is optional, which is in which we are running the command terraform plan. So this okay, let me just run this and then explain what this command does. Terraform plan. So when we run this terraform plan command, it basically previews the changes that we are going to make to our cloud environment. So that's what it is going to do. As you can see, it is showing that it is going to add these many resources in the AWS environment. So that's what terraform plan does. It just giving you a preview. It's not creating any resources in AWS. So yeah, now we have the final step, which is the terraform apply. So this is the command that is going to create, or I would say create resources and host it in the AWS environment. And how this terraform is able to detect that this resources is going to be created in this AWS environment? Why? Because I just showed that this file in which we are asking it to use the default profile, and this default profile is associated with the Redfox admin account of the AWS account that I just created, right? So that's how it's mapping it. So let's do that. Let's run terraform apply. Terraform apply. Okay. Yeah. So basically now it's trying to read the configuration file, and it is again showing me the same things that the Terraform plan did. Basically the resources it is going to create. So let's enter a value as yes, hit enter. Now it's trying to create these resources. As you can see, if you can see, it's creating, and somewhere it's showing creation complete. It means if you see these many resources it's trying to create in AWS. I think it will take around 1 to 2 minutes to set it up and create all the resources that are required. So yeah, so let's wait for few minutes. Also, yeah, um, I have already created a video on AWS Penetration Testing, which is already live on the Redfox security channel. So you can use that video to as a reference. And in that video, I have shown the basics of AWS and how you can use or how you can abuse the basic services of AWS. So that you can watch that video to get started for with AWS hacking. And then you can use these challenges to practice your AWS penetration testing skills. So that's that. Okay. Okay, let me see what is happening here. Okay, it's giving some errors. Not some, but so many errors. Let me see the issue here. Okay, invalid JSON. Okay, what is the issue? Okay, let me troubleshoot the issue. Because the secret form already exists. Okay, I think I know the issue here. Actually, before going live on this, before going live, I think I have already created these AWS challenges, and I think I forgot to destroy it. So what I can do, let me try to do this thing. I hope it works. Let me try to destroy it. I hope it works. So basically the challenge that I created, I'm trying to destroy it. So I hope it gets destroyed. So let's wait. Again, it will take a few minutes. But as we can see, I am getting some error. Yeah, so this error, so yeah. So how you can resolve this error? Actually, this is a common error you are also going to encounter when you run the Terraform apply command. So the quick fix is, I think we have to set the IP, the user's IP, or I'm to say our IP address in this file. So let me get to nano variables.tf. I think here it's empty. That's why the script failed. I think. Okay, where is that? AWS region. Yeah, the user IP. So let's set it to right now. Let me just set it to some dummy IP. But you can use you can go to Google and search for what is my IP, and that's the IP that you want to set. So let's do that. Okay, I think this is out of the range. I hope that's fine. Okay, now I hope this commands work. Again, you don't have to run this destroy command. I am running this because by mistake I have already created these resources. I hope all the resources get destroyed, and then again I am going to show you how you can create it. So let's wait. Yeah, I want to destroy it. Now it's trying. Again, you don't have to destroy anything. Why? Because we have not created anything, right? So let's wait. I hope this destruction of all these resources gets completed successfully. Again, it is taking time because there are so many resources. I think last I saw, I think we are creating about 180 resources. So that's why it is taking some time to destroy it. Even when we are creating the resources, again it is going to take some time. So yeah, okay, as you can see, this time it says that 71 destroyed. Okay, now again, forgot about this thing that where I destroyed anything. So again, what you can do, you go to this okay, so I think last we were at this we ran this Terraform plan, and it shows us the preview of the resources that it is going to create. Now run the Terraform apply command. So what we can do this time, we can go for Terraform apply. Okay, I think if you are following this video, you were at this point. So now we can do at this point Terraform apply. So let's wait. Yeah, I want to create these resources. Yes. Again, it's trying to create resources on AWS, and it is going to take some time. So let's wait. One important thing again is that in that variables.tf file, you have to enter your IP. So your public IP. So just again go to Google and write what is my IP, and you will get your public IP. So if you are not entering that, then you are going to get issues. So let's wait. Again, it's trying to create some resources. So I think we saw in that Terraform file is that there are some challenges which are enabled by default. So when we run this Terraform apply command, the challenges which have low or no cost, they will get hosted to your AWS account. And there are some challenges which incur cost. So what you can do in that file, you just have to, and if you want to solve those challenges which incur some cost, you can just enable the flag to true for those challenges. I'm going to show it again. So let's just wait for this to get completed. If you're seeing that so many resources is trying to create here. Okay. As we can see, this time we get some error again. So many errors I'm getting here. Looks like it did not, what would I say? It did not clean up the resources when I ran the that Terraform destroy command. Creating, yeah, because this the secrets database already exists. Okay. So let me just do one thing. What I can do here. Again, let me do Terraform, or I can do with the CTF already name. I think it did not remove the name of the user. So let me just see here. Okay. As you can see, it did not destroy it. So even it showed that it destroyed the resources, but it did not. So I think why it is showing that, because I think I created that those resources with this account. So let me do one thing. Let me try to destroy it with this user. Security credentials, and where is that? Access keys. Let me create another access key. Create access key. Let me configure this user. AWS configure. And this time I'm going to give the profile option as I am admin. That's the name of that user. Key. Let me just copy it. Where is that? Yeah, that's the key. Again, I have to turn off my screen. Paste it. Everything as default. Hit enter. Now the profile is created. So what I can do, I can just write AWS STS get caller identity, and then the profile name is I am admin. Okay. Even I am doing this, I am not sure whether it is going to be able to destroy all these resources. Why? Because the reason is, as I said that before going live, I created those resources in my AWS environment, and I think Terraform has this file called Terraform, the state file, and in that state file it has stored all the resources that I just created. But currently I don't have that file, so I hope it will work, but chances are less. So let me just give a last try, and then we can go to the next steps. So again, nano variables instead of variables, go to this file. Name of the profile is I am admin. Then Terraform destroy. Now let's hope it will work, but chances are very less. Okay. So yeah, that's the final step. I think if you run this Terraform apply command, you will be able to up the environment, up the challenges. So yeah, that's the final steps that you can do. If the resources are getting destroyed successfully, then I will show you. Otherwise, we can just stop there at this command. And when this command runs successfully, in the output of this command you will get the flag, which you can just enter here and then submit the flag. So let's see. It is saying destruction complete, but we'll see. So yeah, so these are some of the challenges that they have already hosted, and there is some points associated with them based on the level of difficulty. So that's what you can solve and increase your ranks here in the scoreboard. So that's again the overview of the platform. So these are the users who have first place, second place. Yeah, let me just go back here. So meanwhile, let me just show you another thing. Let me just take you to the Academy website, academy.redfox.com. Let me just open it. Let me show you some of the bootcamps that I was talking about, right? So if you go to courses, we have some bootcamps that we are going to do in the upcoming months. In the next month, we are going to do a bootcamp for the web application hacking bootcamp. And the month after that, we are going to conduct this Windows Red Teaming Bootcamp. And then subsequently, we are going to, in the next month, we will have the iOS Pen Testing Bootcamp and then the Android Pen Testing Bootcamp. So if you are really interested in Windows Red Teaming or web application hacking or mobile pen testing, and if you want to level up your skills, definitely check out these bootcamps. If you are really interested in that, you can enroll in these bootcamps. Also, all these bootcamps have the labs associated with them. So that's a plus thing. Plus, we are also teaching you the report writing skills as well. So that's the our academy website. Let me check again. It is showing 73 destroyed, but I think it will not work. So let me just do Terraform apply. Chances are less again. But anyway, yeah, when you are performing it, you will be able to complete or complete this command, and you will get to the flag which will be in the output of this command. So let me give a last try. If not, we can wind up this live session. So let's be hopeful if it works or not. So again, if you see here where you can find the flag, read the stuff at the end of the Terraform apply output closely enough. So if the command runs successfully, you are going to get the first flag. So again, it will take some time, and once you get the flag, just paste the flag here and submit it, and you will get 50 points. And then you can once the infrastructure or the challenges are set up, you can just go to the next challenges. So again, I am hoping that it would work, but chances are less, and we are going to get the same errors here. So let's wait and see. Yeah. Again, why this error is happening? Because I don't have the Terraform state file which I used previously, which got created previously when I created this infrastructure. Anyways, that's not an issue. I hope you were able to complete all this. Where is that? All these 13 steps, and the 14 steps is 14th step is the Terraform apply, and it will run successfully. The only thing is that you have to change the user ID in the user IP address in the variables.tf file. So once you do that, the command will run successfully. That's what they have not mentioned it. I think they should have mentioned it, because it was giving some errors earlier. Yeah, once the infrastructure is set up, what you can do to start a challenge. So there are some challenges which are already up and running, but there are some challenges, as I said, which incur some cost. I think Bastion is one of them. So what you can do, go to this Terraform.tf wars file, and yeah, this challenge Bastion enable, just change it to true if you want to solve this challenge. Save it, and then again Terraform apply. Once you do that, then the Bastion challenge will be up and running. So that's how you can run the challenges as well on the CloudFoxable environment. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's video, and I hope you will be able to configure this CloudFoxable and get started in the AWS Pen Testing journey. So if you really like this video, so hit the like button, subscribe our channel, and do share this video for people who are looking to learn AWS Pen Testing services. So thank you, guys.